Hello, everybody. My name is Jessie Terrian. I'm an independent demonstrator from the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas, and in my craft room, we do all things papercraft. If you are joining me from YouTube, welcome. I am so glad you found me. I have two great stocking stuffer projects for us today, but they will work for any time of the year. All right, I'm going to give it just a few minutes for my besties to find me. Sound off in the comments when you get on. Hey, Cheryl, welcome in. How are you today, my friend? Okay, let me show you the projects. So this one was super simple. Tissue box. I didn't open the tissues and like pull them out because it's a gift and I don't want them to get dirty or whatever, but just your regular Kleenex brand thing of tissues. We're going to cover them today. And then I have this, which is a little covered lotion like this. So it's something, okay, so I went through a whole process with that lotion because I realized after I did it, man, lotion could be any size. It's kind of like that hand sanitizer where I bought two that looked the same, but they weren't. And so I wanted you guys to be able to customize the covering to the dimensions of your lotion. So like if you went to Walmart to the travel section, you get these little Jergen lotions. You'll be able to do the same thing with this, but it definitely would not fit the measurement of what I'm giving you for this. See? So I'm going to teach you how to do it. Brilliant, right? I know. I'm full of it. Good, you're doing well. Glad to hear it. So, other than that, we are wrapping up another week. It is Thursday. This is a day I don't normally come on as often, but tomorrow I have to do some errands and things. And Sunday I will come on at 2 o'clock my time, so Pacific, to demonstrate how to make a box purse for gift giving with the idea that all the things we did this week you could chuck in the purse. Hey, Mom, welcome in. Um, Yes, yeah. Cheryl, I figured that when I was doing it, like I did it and I basically did the same type of deal as what we did for the hand sanitizer. So I was like, oh, this is super easy. I'll just adjust the measurements for my lotion. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I remember what happened with the hand sanitizer, and I just went down a whole rabbit hole. Let me tell you. But I got it. I figured it out, and now we can all be successful, and nobody will be cussing at me. Hey, Pam, welcome in. All right. I am going to get going. I don't think this will take too long. I'm going to start with the tissue box first because I feel like this is pretty standard sizing. So we could just copy it, right? So let me flip down to the mat and get myself situated here. Okay, put these aside for a minute. All right, so this tissue box cover has just a little header on it. Thought that was cute. Goes with all the stuff I made for Jamie. I've got my handy dandy template and all my pieces. Now I'm not going to cut this out for you because it's super simple. You're going to cut it, you're going to score it, you're going to fold it and decorate it. I mean, it really is that simple. But a couple things. We need to cut the hole out for our tissues. So what I did for that, you could definitely use a die, But if you have a 2-inch by 1 3/8 inch oval punch, that's what I used. Okay. So here's my template. I cut my paper 9 by 4 1/2. So 4 1/2 this way, 9 this way. And then I scored it. So I scored it at 3/4 of an inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, and 6 1/4. Now, don't worry about that because you can go back and look at the picture and this outline will be there for you. But here is our piece done. Now, this is the front cover, the top of it, I should say. That's this panel right here. And this tab is we're going to glue it to hold the whole thing together. Okay. So I want you to flip it over, fold up that tab. The only reason you're doing that is so that you can center your punch in there. Now you are going to punch a little bit of that tab off. It's not going to matter at all. So don't worry about it. Just look at your first score line, get it even on each side and in the center, okay? And when you eyeball it where you want it, go ahead and punch that out. That's the most complicated part of this whole process. Don't you love it? Okay, now we're just going to fold along the score lines. Give a little crease down. So how's everybody doing today? What's been going on? Are you relaxing, listening to Christmas music? What's happening? Okay, so there it is put together, and all I did was curl it in on itself. So just along the score lines, and you're going to put your adhesive on this tab and push it in place. Now, you need a strong adhesive, so I'm going to use some tear and tape. I slowly but surely am like getting organized in this craft room. I have so much going on behind the scenes for new things I want to do and, all of the things that I have just been a busy little worker, but my family is like, it's Christmas time and you need to have Christmas activities, ladies. So, and they ain't wrong. I'm not saying they're wrong. But so next week is going to be pretty easy for me. I am going to just do one live. We're basically going to hang out. I'm going to show you the new product. So that's easy. And then the rest of the time, we're going to be having family time, baking, cooking, Santa cleaning. You got to have a clean house or Santa doesn't come. That's a fun fact. I have been doing Christmas clean with my kids since they were really little. And it's the only time in their lives that they're super motivated. They're like, okay. And to this day, they're still like, really? Christmas clean? Okay, got it. We're there. It's the little joys. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. All right, so I got my tear and tape down. Throw those out. Now, when you do this, stand up that back header piece. Or actually, maybe this would be easier. Line up with the first score line, like that. It's okay that it doesn't lay flat. Just make sure that the edge of your paper is lined up with the first score line. Then you can fold this over, make sure it's straight, give it a good burnish down. And there you go. So your box is ready and you slide your tissues in like that. Very easy. But we're going to decorate it. I mean, we're not just going to leave it like that. Hello. Oh, you know what? I forgot one thing. And I know you guys are screaming at me. I should have probably glued this on and then punched the hole out so it would line up. That would have been smart. But what I'm going to do, I'll decorate it with stickers because I don't want to go back. So if you want the top to have designer series paper, glue that on before or adhere that on before you punch your hole. So that is a tip for you. Okay, friends. Sorry about that. I kind of just go as I go along as I go. You know what I mean? So I went to the post office today and the line was crazy, but they had every window. Oh, maybe I have this. Dang it. All right, it's fine. We're going to be fine. Put your papers on before you put it together, and you won't have what I'm doing right now. Okay. Anyway, it's fine. So I went to the post office. The line was crazy, but they were like just booking. They were really just booking with the line, and everybody was in a good mood, and it was nice. It was nice. They had cute Christmas music playing, and I got all my cards out. Blender Club besties, your packages are in the mail. I finally sent the drawing prize from the beginning of the month to Jessica. So that was a win. I was like, I am only going to the post office once, so I have to get everything done before I can mail her stuff out. And I did it, guys. I did it. Okay, so I just put a little something something there. And now we're going to decorate it with stickers and fun stuff. So I don't know. Everything's winding down. I'm getting it all done. I feel good. Pressure is off. Gotta love that. Okay, what do you think? I think we're going with the purple. We want something large because we got a big header here. It's a little bit too large. What about this one? Yeah. So that is what my story is for today. Oh, come on. Other than that, who's been holiday baking? I don't know. I'm going to make it simple this year. I don't want to make a ton of stuff. Just a few things that, you know, more for the experience of doing something than actually like a ton of baked goods. Do that. Now this, if you wanted to keep it in the decorative, you might make this part a little bit longer and put another score so it could fold over. And you could put a little piece of Velcro there. That was an idea I had too, but this was so much simpler. I was like, what if you don't have Velcro? I don't want to stress anyone out. It's the holidays. Am I overthinking? Yes. Is it okay? Absolutely. Oh my goodness. What are you going to do? Okay, there we go. First thing done. I'm going to slide this in. Boop. That's done. See how I make templates for things, not just for cards. Now I can file this away and it has all the measurements and everything I need so that when I'm like, oh yeah, how did I do that? Boom, I've already got my work done for me. Very exciting. I know. Okay, now I'm going to get technical on you guys. Put your thinking caps on and get ready and be impressed because not only did I create this little slide that I'm going to show you, but I figured out how to get it where I could show it to you when I was talking about it. So, very impressed with myself. Okay, so I have these little lotions. I got them in a big package for stocking stuffers. And we are going to do the project with this in mind, with the measurements for this, okay? But fear not. No matter what size your lotion is, I'm going to show you how to do the same thing and just adjust your measurements, okay? I know, genius. You're welcome. Here's the packaging. Here's the covered, one covered, so you can do it. Now let me get over to my computer real quick. Okay, watch this. Be impressed, besties. Bam! Look at this. Okay. Now I will post this after, so you will have access to this. But I just want to see something. Can you see my mouse on the screen? No. Okay. So up at the top, step 1, measure. You want the length. So you see how there's a bottle of lotion there on the left-hand side, and it says length with a down arrow. I want you to measure the top of your lotion to the bottom, the length. Okay, my lotion length is 3 inches and 3/4 of an inch, or 3 3/4 of an inch, sorry. So then we're going to go to step 2. Use the formula to fill out, to figure out the length of paper you will need for the lotion gift bag. Okay, or gift box. So because my lotion is 3 3/4 of an inch, I'm going to add 1.5 inches. So I need a piece of paper that's 5 1/4 inches for this lotion. So do you see how I did that? I took the length and I just added 1.5 inches. So no matter what lotion you have, to get the length of paper you will need, all you have to do is measure it and add 1.5 inches. Then, once you do that, you're going to go to step 3. We're going to use the formula again. So go up to the top. You're now going to need the measurement for the width of your lotion. So you see the arrow that goes sideways and says width. Measure your lotion at the widest part. For my lotion, it's up at the top. Okay, so that measured 1.5 inches. So I want you to take 1.5 inches and times it by 2 because you need a front and a back. And you're going to get, for this lotion box, you're going to get 3 inches. Now just hold that 3 inches because we need more measurements. Now you're going to need the thickness of your lotion. So you're going to turn it on its side. See the turning arrow? Turn it on its side. My lotion is about 1 inch thick. Okay, so I'm going to take that 1 inch and I'm going to times it by 2 again because we have 2 sides to the lotion bottle. And so now we have 3 inches and 2 inches, and I want you to add an extra 1/2 inch. So that brought me to 5.5. So for my project, I'm going to need a piece of paper that's 5 1/4 by 5.5. Okay, so now we'll come back to the mat. Let's see. Okay, you guys got it. All right, now let me pull my trimmer and we're going to do this together. I don't need that part yet. I want it where you can see it. Okay, so 5.5 by 5 1/4. That's how I got the measurements for the paper size I need. Okay? Now you're going to want your 5 1/2 inch side lengthways. All right? Because this is the long part. And we're going to score downward now. Now I will have another slide in the pictorial with the measurements for that because I'm not going to leave you hanging, right? I've got my little template again. And this part you should be familiar with because we did it for the Who's what's this? What am I trying to say to you? We did this for the hand sanitizer. So for mine, I'm going to score it just like the measurements for the length and or for the width. All right. So the front panel is 1.5 inches. So whatever your first width is, that's what you're going to want to score it at. So mine was 1.5. I'm going to do 1.5. Now, my next one was 1 inch, right? So it's 1 inch thickness. So now move it down 1 inch. So if I'm at 1.5, I need to be at 2.5 to get that inch thickness. Okay. Now I need the next panel, right? Just think about it when you're moving that lotion, when you're creating that box. So another 1.5 inches. So that'll bring my project to 4 inches. And then your final one is just 1 more inch for the width. Okay? So that's how I did it. So just remember, put it on the side where this is your length. You're going to be going down the length of the paper and you're going to do it to the exact measurements of your lotion. So the width, the thickness, the width, the thickness, and you will end up with a little tab over here to adhere it together and create your box. Now, turn it on its side and I did 3/4 of an inch for the bottom of my box. Okay, so that's all the scoring we need to do. Now we're going to grab our scissors and we're going to do the same thing we did for our hand sanitizer box. You're going to cut that notch out. So where the tab is, cut along the score line to the crossways score line. You're going to get rid of that. Then go along each score line till you get to the sideways one and you're just going to cut. Sorry. This is light. I have to concentrate. Okay. So that is that. Now, take your big flaps and fold them under. So you're left with the skinnier ones, and we're going to cut our notches out just like we did before. Doesn't have to be exact. It just makes it fold down nicely, and so there's no bulky paper in the way. Ooh, look at that. I'm getting a cramp. Oh, awful. Okay. So now we have our piece. That's how you get all the measurements and everything done. Now, I did that because I thought it would be easier to see, but I recreated one in the paper I wanted to use, so we're going to do that. Now you're going to fold along your score lines to create your box. Crease it down with your bone folder if you want. And I'm going to put some tear and tape on there. Use a really strong adhesive for this. Stamp and Seal Plus would be good. You could do liquid glue, but you're going to have to sit there and hold it. Parent tape is very strong though, so I like it. And then use your pan pick to take the backing off. Here we go. Okay, let me fold that one. Now we're just going to create the box. Try to get it straight. Okay. And just give it a good varnish down. Sorry. Just doing that with a little pressure. Now all you have to do, let me get some, I'll just use liquid glue for this part. Is that a mistake? It could be. Don't judge me. No, I'm going to use tear and tape because I'm now scared. I just scared myself. Okay. Stick it in there. And sometimes, depending on the projects, I will do both. I'll use the tear and tape so it has immediate grip, but put a little liquid glue in there so it really holds it, because sometimes when you fold paper and stuff, it can, and you bend the paper especially, it can come up. So I'll just put a little extra. So I'm going to fold the notched ones inward and then fold that over. Use your table. We're going to grab the bone folder. Just get down there and kind of push it. Now for this one, I'm going to put my lotion right in there. And what I decided to do, I wanted it to look like lotion. So all I did was I grabbed the top and I pinched and I popped out the sides. Okay, like this. You could also fold that in, but I wanted it to kind of look like lotion. So you do you. And I have a little notch hole punch here. You could get fancy with this. You could do corner rounders. You could do, you know, whatever you would like, and see where that's just a little bit off. I'm going to trim it flat. Okay, so the box is done, and now we're just decorating. How stinking great was that? No struggle bus. You know, my favorite thing. My favorite thing right now. This is it. You know, I think I needed a break from card making. And I know that sounds crazy because that's what I do. And I love it. I do love it. But like, I forgot how much I love to make other things with paper because I was so focused on the cards that I've really enjoyed doing this week. I definitely am going to add this into our video repertoire next year. Different things because I enjoy it. And I forgot that that was a thing. You know what I mean? It's not just about pushing a product. It's not just about trying to hit whatever goals you have. It's about having fun and creating. And so, yeah, that's the conclusion, my friends. This is what we got. So, let me figure out. I probably should have made that longer. Yeah. All right, we'll just make it like fringy, you know? Not cringy, fringy. There we go. Okay, cute. Love. Now we'll put some stickers on it. I don't know why, but I feel the need to sing the Dora the Explorer song. Dun, 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 dun. We did it. We did it. Sorry. Oh, Lord. I know I'm weird. You don't have to tell me. Lordy. You know what I say. Come for the Hot Mess Express, stay for the community. All right, here we go. What am I going to do? I don't know. We're going to be weird. I've got a hand going for the jar. We've captured the moon. It's a whole magical situation happening right before your eyes. And then we'll put some moon orbs because beautiful. Uh-oh. I've lost my pick. Oh no, it's right here. Right here. Nobody panic. We're good. Ah! So, guys, that's what I got for you today. Did you guys see my post? I am almost at 1,000 followers, and my family is like, you need to be advertising and create a campaign and tell people that you would like follows and how important it is. So I tried, right? Now I've been getting quite a few followers a day, like between 5 and 10. And today, ever since I posted, like, hey guys, I'm almost at 1,000, I have not gotten one. I don't know. Is it a coincidence? Maybe. Maybe it's Facebook. They were like, wait, she's getting a little too ahead of herself. We gotta slow her roll. It could be. It could have happened. I don't know. What am I doing? Oh well, I'll find them later. I'm gonna put a few stars on there too. But what do you think? Are we loving it? I'm telling you. I feel like we've done something here. Let me flip up. Oh no. I don't know what I did. I'll have to do it manually. That's all. Boop. There we go. We're back. Okay, guys. So oh my gosh. I need a mat for under my chair. I don't like the rolling chair. It's too bulky. I have to squish back here because of the lights. And so I like my regular chair. But the wood floor is like gotten cattywump, and so the chair doesn't slide, it catches. And so I'm like fighting with the chair, and it's a whole situation. What are you gonna do? Hi, Tammy. Sorry, I'm catching up. You love it? Yay. I'm so happy. I'm proud of myself. I feel like I did things today. You know what I'm saying? That's always a good day at work. When you're like, I done did that. Mm-mm. There we go. That's what it is. That's what I'm telling you. All right, I'm going to get off of here. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for spending so much time with me this week. It is the best part of my day. Um, I will be on Sunday at 2 o'clock Pacific time, so convert into your time zone for the grand finale, the paper bag purses. Now, I'm going to make Jamie and Alexis's because I'm going to see them on Saturday. So I will take pictures and I will make a slide so I can show you guys. And then we'll do our own festive ones on Sunday. So I will see you then. Mwah. Let me see if I can do this. No, not today.